Chinese New Year is almost here, which means it's now hot pot season. And as much as we love hot pot, we know that having too much of it, especially with all the scum and the fat and the salt on top, is probably not so good for health. Even though there are scum strainers that can remove all of the scum on top of the soup, some of the oil and the salt and everything still remains in the hot pot. So today we saw a video that allows us to very quickly remove the fats from the soup. Here's a look. So, when we saw this video which teaches us how to remove the fats from the soup, we thought we should give it a try. Today at Yummy Answers, we're gonna answer what is the best way to remove scum and fats from hot pot soup. As you can tell, the fats have already coagulated on top of the soup. You can see it moving right here. I'm just gonna drag it here for you guys to take a look. And these are the things that are not too good for health if you drink too much of it. So instead of letting it melt into the soup and then consuming it, there's of course a way to remove all of this scum. Usually what we would do is simply drag it around the edge of the soup and then chuck it into a bowl. And it's a time-consuming affair and you might still end up not getting all of the scum and the oil. Accordingly to the hack, all we need to do is a ladle, a bowl of ice, and I'm just gonna shake it around so that the ladle is cold. And like the video, scoop some ice out. Next, I am going to put this ladle into the soup and swirl it around just like what the video did. Supposedly, all the oil will stick to the ladle. Okay, to be honest, I see some of the oil dissipating. I'm not sure whether it went back into the soup or is it really sticking to the ladle. We'll see. Okay, let's try it right now to see whether the fat's cracked. Like not much lah, but I can scrape some fats off. Yeah, there's some fats that can be scraped off. I don't know, I expected something more like impressive. You know, like that oil bowl. Like as if we can use that oil bowl to cook again. I guess. Having said that, I think the basis of the hack comes from having a very cold ladle with probably a larger surface area in order for the fat to be able to cool and solidify immediately. So I think let's try another method. So here we have a super cold and bigger ladle that we just got from the freezer, and I'm gonna do the same thing and sink it in to this bowl of ice to keep it cold. There's a lot more ice as you can tell right now. And still a lot of fats in the soup. Let's try it. Okay, this time around I won't soak it for too long. Oh, you can actually see the fats following it. Can you see the fats following the ladle? Okay, I'm not going to soak it for too long. I think that's almost enough. And I'm going to lift it up. Yeah, you can see the oil dripping. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that cracking test again. We're gonna try cracking, or in our case, possibly scraping the fats off and see whether any parts of it. Nah. No fat bowl at all dropping out. No hardened fat bowl, but ooh! Oh, okay, actually I wasn't expecting this leh. Okay, but it worked a little better than previously. So these are the fats, guys. We've tried 3 different ways. First, we just scoop as per normal. Second, we use a small ladle. We follow exactly what the video did. And third, we use a bigger ladle that has been in the freezer for a while. Plus, we follow what the video did. There is merit in this hack. Because it's science, right? when fat hits cold stuff, it will coagulate. Which is why people always say don't dump your hot soup into the sink, reminder there, and not to drink cold drinks after you have your food. Because I guess the fat just coagulates and makes it harder to digest or clog the sink or whatsoever. So while there is merit in this hack, whatever, if let's say we were to follow exactly what the video does, it does not give us a fat bowl, right? Maybe in a colder country, yes, but in Singapore, nah, I don't think so. So in conclusion,
Yeah.